Hello students, today we'll be doing the first chapter of computer, which is fundamentals of computer. As you can see the chapter here, which is fundamentals of computer. So at first we will see what is a computer. A computer is an electronic machine that helps us to do many things like writing, drawing, playing games, solving sums, and even watching videos. It works very fast and never gets tired. So what is a computer? Computer is an electronic machine. So what is an electronic machine? The machines that work with the help of electricity. So computer is an electronic machine that helps us to do many things. And what are those things? Writing, drawing, playing games, solving sums, and even watching videos. It works very fast and it never gets tired. When we humans work, after certain time we get tired, right? And then we take rest. But computers never gets tired. They can keep on working and working and working till the time you ask it to stop. So we are clear here that computer is an electronic machine that helps us to do many things like writing, drawing, playing games, solving sums, and even watching videos. It works very fast and never gets tired. Moving on to the next topic, which is parts of computer. So let's see what are the parts of computer. Here are the main parts of computers and what they do. So let's see what is written here. First is monitor. What does the monitor do? Monitor shows us pictures and words like a TV. This is the icon of a monitor. So what do we do with the monitor? We see the pictures on the monitor and we also see words and letters and whatever you see in the computer, that is through the monitor. It is like the TV. Then comes the keyboard. Keyboard is used to type letters and numbers. The inputs that you give into the computer is through the keyboard, where when you need to type letters or numbers or write anything on the computer, then you have to use the keyboard. Then comes mouse. Mouse helps us to click and select items. With the help of the mouse, we can select which items we want and then click on them. So then comes the CPU. CPU is the brain of the computer. It is the brain of the computer. It tells the other parts of the computers to what to do and what not to do. Then comes the speaker. Speaker plays the sound and music. The sounds that you get to hear from the computer, like when you are listening to music or certain videos, then it is because of the speaker that you are being able to hear those sounds. And then comes the printer. Printer is the device which helps us to print pictures or text on the paper. Suppose you have written a story and then you have written it on the computer and then you want to print it on a paper, or suppose you have drawn a picture and you want to print it on a paper. So it is the printer which is the device that you will need to use to get the picture or the story printed out on a paper. So we have learned about the main parts of the computer, which is the monitor. Monitor is through which we get to see the pictures and words, and it looks like a TV. Keyboard is used to type letters and numbers. Mouse is used to help to click and select items. CPU is the brain of the computer. Speaker plays the sound and music. Printer prints pictures and text on paper. Then comes uses of computer. What are the uses? So computers are used in many places. Computers are used in schools, at hospitals, in the banks, and at homes. So in schools, why are computers used? Computers are used for learning and doing projects. We learn many things through the computer. For example, you need certain information on the monument of Qutub Minar. So you have to search for the information. So you get to learn many things. And then you will also be able to do your projects on the computer. So then comes hospitals. Why are computers used in hospitals? It is used for storing the patient information, like when was the patient admitted into the hospital, then what were the diagnosis that happened, then what all surgeries had been done on the patient, and finally when they were discharged. So there are a lot of information about the patient who is admitted in a hospital, and those information are stored in the computers. Then comes banks. So in banks, computers are used to keep records of money. How much I have deposited my money into my account, what have I withdrawn from my account, how much money I have in my account. All these are done by the computers used in banks. And then comes homes. Why do we use computers at homes? We use computers at homes for playing games, for listening to songs, and also for doing our homework, right? So let's move on to the next topic, which is input and output devices. So the input devices are the devices that helps you to give commands to the computer. Like if we want to enter the data, or enter the information, or give in the instructions to the computer what we want the computer to do, then we need the input devices through which we will give the computer the instructions or the commands that we want the computer to do. What are the input devices? The input devices are keyboard, mouse, and microphone. The input devices are keyboard, mouse, and microphone. Through keyboard, we can type in the different commands that you want to give into the computer. Through the mouse, we can select or click the things that we want to do, and in return give the computer the instructions that we are wanting to do in the computer. And then the microphone, through which we can speak in or talk the things that we want the computer to do for us or search for us. So then comes the output devices. The output devices shows us the result of the work. So the input devices helps us to give the commands or instructions to the computer about what we want to do or what we are wanting from the computer to do for us, and the output device will show the result after the computer has processed the data entered by us. So suppose you want to watch a certain video on a computer, then you will first give the input to the input devices. Like you will go to the place where you want to search for your video, and then you will type in the name of the video that you want, and the computer will process it, and then it will give the output, it will show the video to you through the monitor, right? So the devices that helps the computer to give you the result are called the output devices. So it shows you the result of the work. Examples of output devices are monitor, printer, and speakers. Then comes how a computer works. A computer follows three basic steps. Number one is input, number two is process, and number three is output. So how does a computer work? First, we have to do the input. We give it data. We give the computer the data or the instructions or the commands through the input devices, right? So first we have to do the input. So what is input? We give in, or we give it, which is the computer, we give the computer the data. And how do we do it? By typing or by clicking, by typing on the keyboard or clicking on the mouse. Then after that, process is the second step. The computer, after getting the commands from you, will process in the sense it will try to solve. So the CPU works on the data that we have provided. The CPU is the brain of the computer. So the CPU will think what can be the possible solution that you have entered through the data. So then comes output. So after the computer is done with the processing, then it will give you the result, which is known as the output. So you get the result, for example, on the monitor of the screen. If you or maybe I'll come to the example later, or on a paper if you want to print it. For example, if you want to watch a certain video, then you have to type the specific name of the video by typing using the keyboard, and then so you have done the input. Then the computer will process, the computer will search for the video that you have requested for, and then the computer will show you the video on the screen, right? So it is giving you the output. So the computer follows three basic steps. Those are input, process and output, and this is called the IPO cycle, where I stands for input, P stands for process and O stands for output. So the three basic steps that is followed by the computer is input, process and output, and this exactly is called the IPO cycle, which is input, process and output. I hope you have understood. Now next move on to the next topic. These are the tips for Olympiad preparation. Let's see what are the tips given here. Learn and identify computer parts. When you see a computer, try to learn and identify all the different parts of the computer. Know the basic uses and functions of all the computer parts. Then practice make matching and multiple choice questions. Practice matching and multiple choice questions. The matching questions, column A, column B, you have to practice such matching questions and also multiple choice questions. Then spell and remember words like CPU, mouse, monitor, recycle bin. So your spelling should be very good. So you have to practice the spellings. We have a set of multiple choice questions here. Let's see what is the first question. Which part of the computer shows pictures and videos? Obviously, the monitor shows us the pictures and videos, which looks like a TV, right? So monitor is the right answer. Monitor is the right answer. And then next, moving on to the second question, which is what is the brain of the computer called? Obviously, the brain of the computer is the CPU. Which device helps you type letters and numbers? Obviously, the keyboard helps us to type letters and numbers. Then which of these is an input device? Printer gives us a printed form of our work on a paper, so it gives the output. Monitor shows us videos and images, so this is also an output device. Mouse, with the help of the mouse we click or select items on the computer to give commands or instructions to the computer. So mouse is the correct answer. Mouse is the input device. Then where do you see your work on the computer? Whatever work you are doing on the computer, where do you get to see your work? Obviously it is the monitor. Then let's move on to the next part. Fill in the blanks. The part of the computer that prints on paper is the, obviously it is the printer. The printer prints on a paper, right? The part that plays sound is called, now through which part do you get to hear sound? Obviously it is the speaker. Then a dash helps us draw and point on the screen. With the help of the mouse, we point on the screen and also draw, right? So mouse helps us draw and point on the screen. Computers are used in dash to help doctors, obviously at hospitals, because doctors are working at the hospitals and computers helps the doctors in hospitals. We use a dash to give instructions to the computer. So we use a keyboard to give instructions to the computer. It can also be, we can use a mouse to give the instructions to the computer, whatever you want. Then match the following. CPU. CPU does not show results on the screen. CPU does not type letters and numbers. CPU is the brain of the computer. Obviously CPU is the brain of the computer. CPU is the part that controls all other devices of the computer. So CPU is called the brain of the computer. Then comes monitor. Monitor shows the results on the screen, right? Then keyboard. Keyboard types letters and numbers. And mouse clicks and selects items. So the answers are given here. You can use it later when you study by yourself. Then comes true and false. A speaker is used to type on a computer. Obviously, a speaker is not used to type on a computer. What is used to type on a computer? Keyboard is used to type on a computer. Then the monitor looks like a television. Obviously, a monitor looks exactly like a television. So it is true. A mouse helps us listen to music. Mouse, what helps us to listen music on the computer? Obviously it is the speakers, right? So mouse does not help us to listen to music. Mouse helps us to click and give input to the computer. A computer works faster than a human. Obviously it is true that computers can work way faster than humans. The printer shows the work on the screen. Obviously it is false because the printer prints on the paper and the monitor shows the work on the screen. So it is a false statement. So children, that's it for this chapter. See you in the next chapter. I hope you liked it. Thank you.